morning, I'm Kelly Davi, and we are here at the Monterey Plaza Hotel and Spa, and I am the owner of Kioma Salon and Master Stylist.
Hi, I'm Kris Howard, and I'm a bridal stylist and personal stylist, and we are so excited today because we are going to a bridal fair at the Embassy Suites.
And we have a model bride, and we are going to feature 2 looks for her. Kris, and why don't you tell us what those looks are?
One is a classic couture, and the other is a Hollywood glam. And our model is in our salon, and we will take you there now.
Great, let's go.
Okay.
Introducing a new salon at the Monterey Plaza Hotel. Master colorist Kelly Davi has brought her years of experience, featuring the latest trends in color solutions. A full-service salon featuring blow-dry bar, brow bar, and custom spray tanning. Bring out authentic beauty, define your style, and create desire. Yes, that's right. It's the Kioma Salon, located at the fabulous Monterey Plaza Hotel.
This is our model bride, Jessica, and then we have our makeup artist, Carmina, and then our master stylist, we have Nikki, and our junior stylist who's going to be assisting her is Desiree, and then our bridal stylist is here, Kris.
Hi, so let's get started.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so Nikki will be starting with the half up and half down style first, and she'll be curling it and pinning it, and we'll get her ready for her first look.
And the reason why we are doing the half up, half down look, it's because it's a classic look. She's wearing a strapless dress, and she has such a beautiful neckline and shoulders. We want to show that off because that's one of her most beautiful features, along with her face and her body, of course. But we want to highlight her best assets. And this, when she walks down the aisle, she'll just have this presence, and people will just be looking in awe because she'll be so beautiful.
Yes, and then while her hair is being pinned and curled, that's going to sit for a little bit, and then we're going to have her makeup done.
Hi, we chose this dress, this classic couture dress for Jessica because of her beautiful complexion. It has a warm white tone, and it'll really highlight her beautiful hair, her blonde hair, and her nice skin tone.
And to go with the white dress and her skin tone, we also did an organic natural spray tan, and that's going to give her that glow like she's just been at the beach for the day.
And with the spray tan, what we've learned, and it's nice to do it 2 to 3 days before.
About 2 days before works.
Because you don't want to be too dark, and you still want to look natural but healthy and glowy for your wedding day.
Okay, Nikki. Nikki's our master stylist, and why don't you tell us why you're pinning her hair up? And
so usually the whole process takes about an hour and a half. So we don't want the bride sitting with her hair done and she's still having to have her makeup done. So what we like to do is to pin it, let her have her makeup done, and then we comb it out, and then we do the whole process and finish it up together.
And then with that process, why don't you tell us, does it hold a little bit longer when you do that?
It does. If it's had time to sit and to set, then especially if you're not doing a trial, you don't really know how well the hair holds the curl.
Right.
So if we pin it, we don't have to worry about that because it's going to last longer.
And then how about with longer hair? Do you do anything different versus somebody with shorter hair?
Longer hair, definitely, I would always pin it. Shorter hair, you don't really have to because it tends to hold the curl better. And it's usually, if the hair's shorter, it's a updo, usually completely up, so you're pinning it anyway, so you don't have to worry about the curl not lasting.
And then we're going to be featuring 2 looks with Jessica today. So what are you going to do, something to make it hold for the second look?
Well, the reason I'm actually curling it a little tighter than I normally would, and that's because the more you work with the hair, the straighter it gets. So if I've got a tighter curl, for the second look, I'm still going to have enough body to create a beautiful, glamorous look.
Well, I'm very excited. We can't wait to see it.
Me too.
So Nikki, when a bride comes in to see you, do they bring in pictures of how they would like their hair to be? Do they bring in their gown? Do they bring in their veil? Do they do all of the above? What's kind of the
That's
rule of
actually a
thumb?
really good question, because sometimes they come in with a picture of a style that they absolutely want, but then when we have a look at the dress and the veil, it just doesn't go. There's nowhere to put the veil in or any other hair accessory. So if we've got a selection of pictures, we can actually go through them and we can see which is going to accommodate the veil or anything else that they want to add into their hair.
Does their hair texture and, you know, is it thin, is it full, is it curly? Do you just have a consultation with them beforehand? How long does something like that usually take?
What we prefer is, if the bride absolutely can, to come in and have a trial, because on the day of when we do the trial, we can do all of those different hairstyles and actually they take a picture, and then they can have a look at it themselves and see what suits them. If they can't get here, if they're from out of town, then we prefer them to come in a little earlier so that we can go through the selection of the hairstyles and see which style is going to be appropriate for what they're wearing.
Okay, now today's day and age, with the internet and FaceTime, do you maybe have them take pictures and send them to you? Is that helpful?
Yes.
If they're, you know, out of town and can't come in,
yes,
will that help? And you can
it
suggest
absolutely
different styles?
helps. What we do is we ask them if they could send us a picture of themselves with their hair how it is, along with some hairstyles, and then we have a look at the styles, and we can usually tell their hair type and the texture, and then we can have a look at the pictures, and then we've got a better idea of what we're going to do on the day, because we don't like the bride to be late and to be stressed.
No, and exactly, and it's not how they want it to be, or they might have a particular vision and then you see something different because you're the professional and you know basically what would look good for their face type, their body type, you know, their hair texture.
Yes, exactly.
And then sometimes the bride has a different idea of what she wants to look. So you really have to kind of blend the two together?
Yes, we do actually. And you know, once you're showing them the styles and you're discussing and you're explaining your reasons why you wouldn't do that, they usually go along with that. And it's very easy. You know, we tend to, for the most part, we get the look that they want.
That's great.
Actually, always.
Now, if you're a local bride, and you can come in, about how many months prior to the wedding is good, or is it should be weeks? What's kind of like the best in your opinion?
I think at least a month before, because you can also, you don't want them coming in 6 months before and then you do the style and then their hair's grown so much in 6 months and then they don't have that same look. But a month I think is good.
Would you suggest to a bride to start growing your hair out? So you have, you know, hair to work with, or if they have short hair, how soon would you get it cut, or what's your rule of thumb for like maintenance prior to a
think
wedding?
Once we've decided on the hairstyle, they normally beforehand, when they're setting the wedding date, they have their own vision of how they want to look. So I wouldn't be, if it's going to be a long updo, I would not be cutting the hair. A month before that, I wouldn't. I would just, because once we've done the hairstyle and we've put it up, you can hide a lot of things. You don't have to be worried about split ends or things like that. And then if you want to have your hair cut after the wedding, by all means.
Right. But how about coloring? Do you want to be as natural as you've been? I know, like for instance, with the spray tan, you know, Kelly says 3 days, 2 to 3 days ahead of time. I know as a stylist, you don't want to be dark. You don't want to change your look too much.
No.
So would you suggest like highlighting, or just be as natural as possible?
I would say be as natural as possible. If you do highlight your hair and you know you normally go for the same color, you know the look, that's fine. Don't do anything drastic just before the wedding, because if you hate the look and you look like a bottle blonde, or your hair's dark, these are pictures for the rest of your life. You're going to hate your pictures. True. So rather, if it's a color you know, stick to that. Touch up your roots, whatever you do, that's fine. Don't do anything drastic that you're going to be sorry about.
Okay, we know that Jessica's wearing a classic couture type dress. Why did you choose this hairstyle? And it is off the shoulders, it's a strapless dress. Would you normally wear your hair down, up? What made you decide to do this type of hairstyle for this?
So this hairstyle, I feel, goes with a lot of many different dress styles. And also you take the location into consideration as well. This is a beach town. So you want to have, and with the setting as well, she's going to have a beach wedding, or even in the vicinity. And that style will go with the beach look, and it's also a very classic style as well. And it's not totally down, so she's going to feel like and half of it's going to be up, so she's going to feel like she has had her hair done as well. She has, you know, got a style for her wedding day. It's not her usual look with the wedding dress. So that's what I think is why the style will go well.
That's awesome. Okay, now we talked about Jessica. Let's extend to the bridal party. The mother of the bride is very important. Do they usually come in and get their hair done, or should they? Do you recommend it?
Yes, they usually do. And what we like to do is we have the wedding party all come in together, and it's relaxing for them. They laugh, they have a good time. The mother feels included, not that she's just paying the bills, and you know. So she gets to have her hair done. She gets to really sit down and relax with her daughter and have fun with her.
Now, what about the mother of the groom? I think she's the forgotten one. I'm the mother of 2 boys, and I'm afraid I'm going to be forgotten. So how do you handle her? And does she come along in with the bride and the bridal party? I don't know if you can answer that, or Kelly, or, you know.
She usually does come in, although not as typically often as what the mother does. I am going to be a mother of a groom soon. Right. So I feel she is very, very important. And we try to, when she does come in with the bridal party, to make her feel like she's just as important as the bride's mother. And there we have her style half done. We'll spray it now so that we can get it setting. And from here, she's going to have her makeup done. And once her makeup's done, we're going to take all of these pins out and comb her out into that fabulous look.
It's so perfect. It looks like a flower.
She could even just, she
the little pattern.
We could add a veil, and she's ready to go. Let's turn her around so we can see.
She is going to be a beautiful, beautiful bride.
Definitely.
Introducing a new salon at the Monterey Plaza Hotel. Master colorist Kelly Davi has brought her years of experience, featuring the latest trends in color solutions. A full-service salon featuring blow-dry bar, brow bar, and custom spray tanning. Bring out authentic beauty, define your style, and create desire. Yes, that's right. It's the Kioma Salon, located at the fabulous Monterey Plaza Hotel.